Hello everyone, hope you're having an excellent day today. I'm doing pretty good. We're back with another mock building live stream. We missed last weekend because I believe last weekend was July 4th and I was a little busy. I imagine a lot of our viewers here in the United States were also busy at that time. But we're back, no scheduling conflicts to interrupt us tonight. It's Friday instead of Saturday because tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to be in Forsyth, Georgia, which is about an hour south of where I am. And we'll be doing a fun little meet and greet at Brick Brigade, which is a little store down there that sells Lego. It's pretty cool. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. So we're doing it on Friday, which we kind of fluctuate between Friday and Saturday with these building streams. But it's a Friday night. We've got some Ice Planet, and we're going to be trying to avoid saying the word COOL just out of tradition. No rhyme or reason. Just want to do that, and if I do say it, we'll have to use one of our dreaded orange studs on this little plate that I've acquired for that purpose. So if we fill that plate, we're in real deep trouble, but I'm normally pretty good about it until I get really tired and start to forget and let it slip out. So we'll hopefully avoid that today, despite some of the comments that will try and trick me into saying that word. We'll see how we can do tonight, but let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people in the chat before we get started building. But let me go ahead and do that. We got Cross Airborne Customs was here earlier. Can't make it to the stream today. I might watch the replay though. No worries, Cross. Glad you're able to stop by earlier. James McGee is here earlier as well. Yo, how is everyone doing today? Doing pretty good, James. Thank you for asking. Hope everyone's having a great, relaxing Friday evening. We'll get started building here in just a second. But Rob Claxton was right behind James. It says, hey everyone, good to see you, Rob. Hope you're doing well. I wonder if I'll see Rob at the Tampa convention in just a few weeks. I'm looking forward to that show. People are getting excited about it, seeing posts start to happen for it. So we're preparing a build right now, literally for it. So it should be a good time. James says, better put on your winter coats because this stream is going to be COOL-er than a cold Eskimo. So yeah, yes, it is going to be a very fun stream. I'm not going to say the word cool though. I just said it in describing what I'm not gonna do. Well, there we go. Pretty bad. I'm embarrassed now. I'm literally flustered. That's what happens if we say that word. Yeah. And Rob Claxton dropping. There's an emoji for that word, which he's dropping in sequence with a bunch of the custom emojis you can get if you're a member. So that was hilarious. SFam Studios is here. Good to see you, SFam Studios. Thank you for tuning in. Love the emojis. Ryan is here. Good to see you, Ryan Eels. Hope you're doing well. And you got that ice crystal there. Andrew Riley is here. Good to see you, Andrew. Yeah, we got Andrew and Andre. Good to see you, Andre. Several members. We have a lot of members now thanks to a crazy flurry of donations. Ryan was one of the top donors last time, so that was fun. Yeah, Raphael is here. Good to see you, Raphael. Henry is here. No Grumpy tonight. Yeah, I didn't see Grumpy yet, but he might turn up. You never know. Or he's just busy. He makes it to most of the streams, though. Obviously, we see Grumpy a lot. So, Gloria Erickson. Good to see you, Gloria Erickson. Hope you're doing well. Darkside Brickzerkers. Good to see you, Darkside Brickzerkers. Hey, man. Hope you had a great live stream. About to watch Superman, so won't be able to stay, but just want to stop by and say hi. No worries, Darkside Brickzerkers. Go enjoy Superman. I am going to be watching that movie in the theater, hopefully at some point later next week. I can't make it this weekend, but Raphael is dropping some Ice Planet emojis. I love it. Very cool. Yeah, those custom emojis are pretty fun. One of my favorites has got to be the Wizard Magisto. He's just a really cool character. Whew, I'm doing bad today. COOL number 2. Wow, how many more studs can I fill out before I mess this up? So we got 2, 4, 6, 6, 4, 2, yeah. We're going to run out of space here if I'm not careful. Noble Brooks is here. It's going to be a sad day when Mark says he isn't doing pretty good after he asked us how we're doing. I haven't had a bad day that I've recorded for the channel that has made it to public video. So yeah, I always try and have a positive attitude over it. So yeah, if it'd be a crazy situation that would cause me to say I'm doing really bad. So right now we're doing all right. But Notch's brother is here. Good to see you, Notch. Raphael dropping some more emojis. Hey folks, good to see you, Raphael. Hope you're doing well. T Valkyrie says, good evening. Up here is it's raining up here, so I'm watching with one eye on the sky. Yes, hope you're doing okay up there, T Valkyrie. The weather can be pretty crazy sometimes. Yeah, Andrew Henry is like, got him. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, you're bamboozling me. All right, let's get to the building cam here. We'll say hi to just a few more people as we start talking about what we're building today. Let's see. Hi, all, and Mark. Good to see you, Tim. Good to see you, Tim. And SFAM Studios says, hi, Mark. Absolutely. And what's funny is we've got the top, the leaderboard going on tonight too, which is what caused such a crazy commotion last Sunday. But you can, if the more you comment, the more that leaderboard goes up. So commenting, liking the video, I'm sure has a factor. And you can donate too, but that's definitely not required. Just participating in the stream is a huge help, and it's a fun little competition if you want to join. But yeah, what we've got in front of us here is a ice planet base, or part of it. This is actually quite a bit has changed since the last time we were working on this building. It used to have a plain black roof with only don't even think it had a blue outline. Now it's got a nice frame that matches the other one. Looks a lot better. We've got some more transparent neon orange on top as well. The base, we actually worked on the snow around it last Ice Planet stream, if I'm not mistaken. And this is pretty much done. You can put a crystal here, or you can put some white slopes, whatever you feel like doing. And yeah, so this one is an example of what we're trying to do. And that's what our goal is tonight for this section. Now, this section already has just a few tile pieces down because we're trying to merge with this specific piece right here, which we'll also tile off. And modular system in effect right here. So this is the ramp that vehicles use to get onto the ice planet terrain for the base, so they can go down to the lower level that doesn't have snow. It's the table, but it's a ramp so that you can imagine getting up here. But we want to have little tracks. Let me see if I can give you an example without dumping all these pieces chaotically on the ground. The goal here is to make a few tracks going through the snow. And that texture, it's kind of bad lighting right here. But yeah, when it's in different perspectives, it looks a lot better. So you have these tracks for the vehicles, kind of like this size of vehicle here. When you drive along the snow, you're bound to leave indentations of that size and nature. So we're going to try to have a few tracks going into the scene. I think that'll be pretty easy to do since we've accumulated a lot of tiles like these. So I went through some of the white pieces. There's also more white pieces behind me too if you looked at this camera. Got half of our white pieces out on the table there, and the other half are at that table over there. So if I need to, I can dig through the tables and acquire more tile pieces. But here's a good bin of kind of random tiles and slopes that we'll put onto the scene. We're going to keep these square landscape chunks pretty flat because I want to be able to put crystals, minifigures, other fun little details around the scene. I don't think I want to have big sloped areas because I want to have objects placed on top. And that would look weird on even a smooth slope area could interrupt something being placed on top. So really just tiling it off, which is not too complicated, but it should be easy to do for a live stream, so it'll work out. This is the unfortunately slightly boring, less glamorous, less dramatic side of mock building is when you're just tiling off huge swaths of terrain to make it make sense. What does the leaderboard do? Nothing, Noble Bricks. It just means you are the most active. But some people take it very seriously. Both Malistair and Grumpy J and Ryan. Ryan, I believe, is here. Ryan was very actively participating in that too. Morgan was trying to get on the leaderboard. I think Morgan ended up winning at #1 at the end of the stream. It was pretty wild. You can go watch that replay from I think it was last Sunday, the crazy super sorting stream. But yeah, the build is looking so nice. Yep, it's looking very nice. How is the flooding? So yeah, there was some serious flooding in Texas and other areas around the United States. We did not have any of that here in Georgia, at least where I'm located in Georgia. We just had light rain this afternoon, nothing too bad at all. So we're doing good. I have had flooding in the past that has literally gotten into the studio, and it was very bad. But we're good right now, Tim. Thanks for asking. Not just brother said, no bricks. Whoever's on the top gets bragging rights. Yeah, exactly. So you can brag to your friends that you were #1 on a stream. And thankfully, even just commenting, you can raise your scores. That's good. So. And you're probably leaving emojis, maybe being a member. I don't know. So yeah, Tim is #1 now, so I think just commenting does boost your score. I've been working on my build for Mark's mock review. Hey, that's what I like to hear, Noble Bricks. That's awesome. Yeah, the Mark's mock review videos have been a lot of fun. They're also relatively easy to film and edit. It usually takes me about a day to get through one of those. So, yeah, as long as I keep having mocks sent to me, we will have Mark's mock review videos go on for hopefully quite a while. I've been enjoying them quite a bit, and people seem to like them too. Oh, we got Autumn here, Fall Equinox. Good to see you, Autumn. Hi, all. How is it going, Mark? Going pretty good. We just started putting pieces down after kind of a lengthy introduction, but that's how it goes around here. The goal for this stream is to put down a few tiles for Ice Planet and to chat with some of our friends. We've already accomplished both things. I've already also said the word COOL multiple times. You can see on the little pad here. So we are... Actually, I might leave this in frame so that people can keep count with me. But yeah, that's... And the first one was really bad on my part. It was hilariously like, are you kidding me? Like, so yeah, I was a little embarrassed, honestly, for myself for a second, but it's okay. You know, it's a word that I use a lot in regular conversation, so it's gonna happen. It's all right. I'm willing to accept myself for being imperfect. It's all right. So, oh my goodness. All right, where's that can go there. That would make sense. Yeah. The little white, it's actually an ingot. Like if you had a gold ingot or a silver or metal ingot right there. Those little, it almost looks like a brick pattern if you turn it outside. These pieces work great for making a appearance of tire tracks if you stack a couple of those, space them out just a little bit. In my mind anyway. So we'll see if this works as intended once we get a little further down the line, but I think that'll do the trick. Tim says, we're under a month now for our Hamilton Brick Show, so we'll do a video and put that on YouTube. I'd love to see it, Tim. That'd be exciting to see. Yeah, if you can get some footage from the convention itself, that'd be awesome. I know that I'll be doing a live stream from Tampa for sure when that happens in about 3 weeks. 2-3 weeks. It's coming up soon. Yep. It's not an ingot, it's a pillow. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it could also be a pillow for a Lego minifigure. It's actually about the right size if you think about it. But yeah, it's also used like as a gold bar piece. I think that's actually what it was possibly first intended for. So that, I say that, but there's probably multiple terms for it. Lego isn't very good about naming their pieces sometimes. Sometimes it's the instructions are not clear. So let's do this. Yeah. That one's not going down. There we go. Yeah, thankfully I've accumulated a bunch of tiles here, so hopefully this is a relatively painless process of acquiring the right materials to work with. And I'm not just digging for a couple hours while everyone is kind of bored. We can just kind of keep talking and building as we go. And we want to have a turn, so we're going to do that here. And have some... Oh, we might need to go through the bins and find more ingot pieces. We'll see. Or pillow pieces, I should say. Yeah, we'll just kind of do a little turn. Turny turn. There we go. We'll try that. Let's see if that works. Lucas Parsons is here. Good to see you, Lucas. Thanks for tuning in. I think Lucas was featured on one of our Mark's Mock Review videos not too long ago. So, yes. Good to see you, Lucas. Andrew Riley said, I like the terrain stuff, but personally, I do get lost in it. It's a lost I love, though. Oh, there you go. Yeah, getting lost in Lego terrain is a lot of fun. Lego terrain is like my favorite thing to do, even if it's like just tiling off snow. This is interesting to me because it's like almost like creating a story, especially when it comes to footprints. You're like, so the cars are coming up here, they're taking a turn, and you got to kind of illustrate that with a small texture of tiles. So I enjoy it. That isn't going to work, though. We've got a stickered tile there that I somehow missed when I was acquiring pieces. So that's going to go in the printed pieces. It's kind of a sharp turn, but we'll make that work. So maybe the vehicles in Ice Planet have a super like sharp turning radius. That's what we're going to go with, I think. Let's see. That'll work. So let me show you guys what we got here. So we're just kind of making it messy once we get to this corner. And the light is terrible for trying to see texture. I might actually pull it up to here. Yeah. That's a little better, I guess. But you got the tracks coming this direction, and then they're going to turn kind of abruptly and go that way. And so now the tracks are going that way. It kind of makes sense. If you look at it from up high, maybe. And then we'll keep tiling off. Oh, I already missed it up. We'll keep tiling off this area to my right. Oh, let me switch to the building camera here. To my right here. Because we got plenty of tiles to work with now. So I almost want to use this 2x6 tile right there. Yep, that'll work. And we're not just covering the entire surface fully smooth, fully covered. We actually want these little spaces between the tiles, little gaps and textures, because that will allow us to put minifigures down if we want to, but still keep it relatively smooth. Like there's been some foot traffic, but it's still a lot of snow on the ground and relatively fresh. There's another printed tile. You got the arrow piece happening, and that's not going to work for what we're trying to do. Let's see, this one will also just kind of come up over here. Oh, that wasn't what I was trying to do. There you go. Spice Planet. Close enough. It was chrome gold bar pieces originally. Yeah, that would make more of a gold bar piece. Jennifer Knight says, also Mark, what pieces did you use to make the grill for the neon orange for the top of your dwarf furnace? Any pieces I had in mind were wicked expensive, but it was a cool effect. Good question, Jennifer. The dwarf forge, I could grab it. It's a little bit far away. Basically, it's a 8x8 plate, which is twice the size of this plate here, in transparent neon orange, which is kind of a tricky color to track down. But I think it was 3 or 4 from when I made my Rock Raiders lava waterfall, or lava fall. And did I say the word cool? I don't think I did. I need to double check. Anyway, it's pretty difficult to track down, pretty expensive, and I had a couple of them. And you just put that in there with some black grill tiles over the top, and you can't really tell exactly what's underneath, which is why a couple people were asking about it. So yeah, it's as simple as that. A expensive, large, transparent piece. So, are you taking the Ice Planet mock to the show? Yeah, Ice Planet will be at Tampa. Should be a lot of fun. So, yes, it was. Most recent one. Glad to have been included, and the Insta promo. I'll definitely be submitting more. Yeah, whenever you got them, Lucas, send them in. We've got a long-ish waiting list at this point, so it'll be a few weeks, but definitely keep an eye out for that. Roya says Spice Planet. Yes, Spice Planet. Who needs Ice Planet when you got Spice Planet? What kind of spice would the Spice Planet be, though? Are we just talking like salt and pepper, or are we getting fancy? We're going saffron and paprika. Mr. Just Break It is here. Good to see Mr. Just Break It. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. 15 minutes in and already busted twice. Yeah, really bad, Mr. Just Break It. Yeah. Yeah, I said it again, didn't I? I think I was describing the, I'm now getting to those comments where it says, I gotta say it again. Yeah, because I think I said that the big transparent neon orange piece was COOL, if I'm not mistaken. Because I immediately was like, did I say it? I'll put it in there. Anyway. Yeah, it's my own fault, really. I just like saying that word, and it just comes out. I don't even think about it. It's part of my, like, base dialect. I can't even resist saying it. That one tile is a little bit yellowed. I'm going to set that one aside. Maybe I can clean it up. But for right now, I don't want to use it. So, we'll see. I don't mind using yellowed pieces most of the time, but in this case, the snow, I don't know. I want it to be pretty brilliant white without too much change. It's supposed to be all snow. So. Snow that has not been yellowed. Yep, got him. Yep, Noel Ricks. Yeah, so you guys are confirming the fact that I accidentally Oh, yeah, there it is. Read it aloud. Dang it, Jennifer, always getting me with these. You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. Deliberately trying to make me break my streak of not saying the word COOL. Oh well. Hey, it's okay. 3 is not bad. If we only do 3, that'll be a great stream compared to some other ones we've had in the past. We've had some disastrous events saying that word by accident. There was one stream I did really good the entire time, and then at the end, Jennifer, a few other people were like, I was getting tired. I just started saying it like every sentence, and I was like, what? Dune, yes, Roya. Dune is amazing. I've built Dune. I've accomplished most of what I want to get done in Dune. I would love to make the Emperor's ship one day, which is basically a giant chrome sphere. But it would be kind of tricky and kind of expensive, even if I just stuck with metallic silver pieces. But I was this close to pulling the trigger on it. And finances said no. The financial department said, no, we can't afford that. One day, maybe. I have it all in Studio, actually, though. I have the file. Because it's basically a sphere, and you can use a Lowell sphere at a very large scale. And one day, I'll do that. Yeah. Dune is pretty awesome. Nutmeg. How many sections of Ice Planet will you have? So, a lot. We have... There's... The base itself sits on 4 32 by 32s. And then you have another 2 or 3 more on that chunk. Then you have a chunk of 3 by itself over here. And then you have 1 square with a couple exterior pieces off by itself too. It's a very full 8-foot display. I would love to put some taller mountain ranges in the back. We'll see if we get to that. We also have a kind of a third of the way built Yeti cave that can also go on one of the larger chunks. So yeah, eventually we will hopefully fill out those other items before we call it a day on Ice Planet. But yeah, still just trying to cover over with tiles at this point. We'll get there eventually. Let's do this. And we can do that. Yellow tile equals yellow snow. Exactly, yellow snow. What would you say is the best way to collect plants and foliage pieces? I need some for my builds, and the ones I have aren't cool. If I say it halfway, does it count? Oh, Noble Bricks. Dang nabbit. All right, we'll count it just to be. I said it mostly, so we'll count it. But golly day, guys, good grief. All right, aren't interesting enough for what I'm doing. I would definitely say Lego.com. Pick a brick. That is a very affordable way for many plant pieces, not all of them. Check on the prices on Bricklink and there to see which one's the cheapest. Sometimes it's Bricklink, sometimes it's Lego.com. So that's what I would do. But yeah, I totally understand not having enough plant pieces. For many years, I did not have enough in my collection. Well, at least I felt I didn't have enough. I really didn't. I probably had like 3 or 4 total. And so, yeah, I feel your pain, Noble Bricks. That's a common problem for people who like to build landscapes. So, Nathan said, thanks to whoever got me a gifted membership again last stream. Absolutely, Nathan. Yeah, gifted memberships are a thing. Speaking of which, Jennifer Knight just gifted 5 Marco Forward memberships. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate you. And a bunch of people who were somehow missed last Sunday have now got a membership and can see there's still a really interesting Belleville video out for members only, at least till the end of the month, basically. So keep an eye out for that. It's a fun little 5-minute video, but it talks about a crazy set. So keep an eye out for that if you're a member. I feel bad for making him say it twice, so I have some compensation. Hey, you don't have to feel bad, but thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it nonetheless. Ooh, will you be using the Wampa Big Fig? I wish, Nathan. I don't think I have one. I need to acquire one of those. So, yes, it counts. Yes, it counts. All it took was the L fitting. Exactly. Oh, unfortunately. Noble Bricks got me. Got me good. Bamboozled me. Hey, I'll take it. If it's interesting to you guys, it's worth doing, right? You guys are having a good time, I can tell. So let's see if I can finish tiling off this little section here. Now that we got the tracks kind of wrapping up, it feels a little too straight for me, but maybe if I take one of these out. Let's see. I had a bunch of brick separators prepared. Here they are. Sometimes I'll do these building streams and I'll be like, I have probably 100 brick separators and I never have any near it by when I'm trying to build. But let's remove one of these and kind of break it up just a hair. Yeah, like that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. And now we can be a little less worried about it because the tracks have been put in, and now it's just snow. The heavy tracks are done. There you go. No, man, join a lug and find out. I'm part of a couple lugs, or at least was. I think I'm only part of one right now that's active, but I remember being part of lugs. I just do my own thing now. I don't have time. Okai says, hello everyone, greetings from sunny California. This stream is a great way to COOL off. Yeah, you tried there, Okai. I was aware. I've been bamboozled multiple times already, as you can see by what's going on down here. Raphael dropping all the COOL emojis in sequence. Nick is here. Good to see you, Nick. A figure with yellow snow encapsulated in ice because of the cold would be super funny. So, I got one crystal I can show you here, Nick. Hold on one second. So in the last scene that Ice Planet was displayed in, let me show you guys on the just chatting section. So, yeah. He's looking a little crispy there, you know what I'm saying? He's looking a little bit, a little chilly. He's not moving fast anytime soon. I think he's still alive, but he probably needs a little bit of a, maybe sit by the heater for a minute. Yeah. So that was part of the environment on the last time Ice Planet was displayed. So. Let's see. That was a crazy theme. Yes. If we're talking about Belleville, yes, that was insane. And then Jennifer says, I love the Belleville video. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm curious to see how well it will do on the algorithm, because I don't think a lot of people are like going out of their way to look up Belleville videos. But we'll see. We'll see if people enjoy it. I think everyone who has taken the time to watch it has enjoyed it. But we'll see if it actually, anyone even chooses to click on a Belleville thumbnail. So. Tim says, there was green trees and extras at the Lego shop Pick-a-Brick wall in Auckland when we were there last weekend. Yes, Pick-a-Brick wall is one of the best ways to get plant pieces. I think it still is, even with the boxes. So if you see plant pieces there, it's usually pretty cheap, especially if you can stack them and condense them into the boxes. It's pretty affordable. So. Good suggestion for Noble Bricks. Have you heard about Lego Masters Jr.? Yes, SFAM Studios. I saw that. I'm excited that it is airing because I remember them talking about filming it, and then we didn't hear anything for a long time. I imagine those kids are practically in college at this point, but I'm excited for everyone who is involved. It should be pretty fun to watch. So there was, oh, we got that con already. Paradisa next, though. I have a Paradisa set. It's only a little small one, but I do want to make some Paradisa eventually for sure. Paradisa is amazing. I don't think it is nearly talked about enough. Bobo Bricks, hello, I'll be here just for like 5 seconds, but wanted to check in. Absolutely, no worries, Bobo Bricks. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Nathan said, if you say coo instead of C-O-O-L, you'd be safe, right? Depends on the context. I was reading the word. I said most of it. I think that one counted. But yeah, just saying C-O-O like that intentionally, there's no L on the end of that word, I think it's okay. I think I'm safe there. It's fun and good to chat and watch Mark and talk to Mark and have a laugh. Exactly. It's a fun time, right, Tim? We can keep it entertaining even if we're just tiling off a 32 by 32. So I think that's that's a good stream when you can just be doing something menial and still have a good chat. So. Pirate Johnson is here. Good to see you, Pirate Johnson. I don't know how people like chrome parts. Lacquered parts aren't subject to gold plastic syndrome and just look better. We need more colors in that style, like lacquered green, all the gems. Yeah, so you're talking like the kind of metallic, metal-looking paint applied to them. I like those pieces too. They're awesome. I think chrome has a special place in my heart though, just because it's so bizarre and you don't see it that much anymore. I think the only chrome piece that they still make is the ring, the one ring. I think they still do chrome that. Chrome does have its problems though, especially when it comes to durability. Because if you have a chrome Lego piece and you mix it in with all your other Lego pieces, odds are it's going to scuff off a lot of that chrome and it won't look as good. So that is a big problem with chrome pieces. That, and when you're taking photos of chrome pieces, they're mirror finish. So you can see yourself in the piece that you're trying to photograph. So that's super annoying. I think it's the same problem they ran into when they were making the Mandalorian TV show. They had to be careful if they had cameras, where they had cameras. So yeah, really funny stuff. So yep, we're doing good now. And here, let me see if I can give you guys an example of the texture that we're working on here. So it definitely looks very patterned right there with the tracks, but once you get away from it a little bit, like up here, it just kind of looks mostly like snow. Some rounded pieces in there for fun too. But yeah, gonna keep building, keep working, see what we can do. Back to the building here. I think I got to go. Sorry I couldn't stay longer. Have a good stream and have a good day. Take care, Jennifer. Thank you for tuning in. You got your COL action for the day. We're good. You bamboozled me a couple times. One unintentionally. One definitely intentionally. Remade in those colors? Yeah. Some more, honestly, more metallic pieces would be great. I would love to see a few more chrome pieces too, if they found a way to make them more durable. We'll see. Andrew B says, hi all, watching and sorting a bulk lot. Found an Olaf from Frozen close enough to Ice Planet. Yeah, I think that definitely counts, Andrew, for sure. Nick Trayer's like, oh. Yep, Frozen. Frozen solid. A while back, Lego said they were going to start using plant-based plastics in the part. Does anyone know if they actually did that switch? I know that for some of the actual plant pieces, they did use the plant-based material. It's basically corn syrup, which is not too different from oils that they would use to make the plastic parts anyway. So it was definitely quite a bit of engineering involved, especially when it comes to like a chemical manufacturing level, but it's not too crazy in my opinion. It's like, it was more of a, you know, we're trying to be cool for the environment, you know, publicity thing. So yeah, Andrew is confirming that green plant pieces were plant-based, I think. Yes, for sure. I don't know if, I don't know how extensive it got to though. I know that it wasn't necessarily economically better to do it that way. It's probably cheaper to just get, you know, regular plastic oils, but yeah. I know that they did do it for a while at least. I think they might still be doing it. Oh, we got a bunch of comments. Yeah, those pieces of the Belleville set look super fun. Yeah, Belleville is a lot of fun. I did a video for a lug to see as people were asking what's on the picker brick wall. Oh, nice, Tim. I'll have to check it out. I won't be able to make it to the Lego store in Auckland anytime soon, but I'd be interested to watch it. So. I like to watch stuff. What is COOLER than being COOL? What is more interesting than being interesting? Interesting. Don't know, Raphael. You might have to let us know. Almost got me there, reading out those comments. Mark, did you get my email with the most recent Star Wars MOC sent about a week ago? Yes, Bubble Bricks. I believe I saw it. We have a little bit of a waiting list for Mark's MOC review at this point, which is a very good thing because, you know, there might be days when I don't get sent any MOCs, and then I'll need some MOCs to go from. But I would say give it a couple of weeks, and you'll see your MOC up there for sure, because I haven't had to turn down any MOCs at all. They've all looked great. They've all been very fun, so if you haven't seen it yet, it's just a matter of time. I'm just trying to cover as many as possible from as many builders as possible. Yeah. If you send one in, it'll be on the series eventually, as long as there's nothing objectionable, and I haven't had anything like that, like I said. So. Pirate Johnson says the closest Lego store to me is almost as far away as the new factory that's being built. Probably less than an extra hour for me to go there. Yeah, Lego stores can be far away. That's one of the problems with Lego stores. Chrome parts are my favorite, especially the swords. The exhaust parts also great in chrome parts. Yeah, Model Team and not Technic, but there were some kind of unusual mechanical elements that were chromed out, which made it really special. I almost said COL there, but no, really special indeed. Yeah. I want to get some smaller tiles for in here and kind of just break it up a little bit. Yeah, like that. Make it look more chaotic. There we go. Maybe one like this. And one like that. There you go. Copper is my favorite color in real life. There really isn't enough parts in that color to do something COL, like a small castle plus space station, like I'd really like to. Yeah, the copper is a rare color in Lego for sure, but yeah, there are a few pieces you can track down. They're putting corn syrup in my Lego. Yep, they were. I think they probably still are for the plant pieces. You can't tell the difference. They're exactly the same. Maybe a little softer, which honestly isn't a bad thing for the plant pieces. Copper is awesome as well. I love the gold chrome color. I think I read that comment already. Did I say it again, Jennifer? Stud up. We'll put it there. Jennifer's caught me saying it, so we'll take her word for it. I could drop it for sure. But I'm about to go watch the new Superman movie. You're the second person to say that, Pirate Johnson. I'm a little jealous. But I'm glad you were able to go enjoy the movie. At least we all already have every single Lego set Lego made for it. For free even. Who's giving out free Lego sets? I need to know. But no, yeah, there are plenty of Superman sets that you can go acquire. Plenty of Superman minifigures. He's relatively affordable if I remember correctly, so yes. And I'm glad. He's an interesting character. Even the older versions of him are fun. Feels like greenwashing to me. He said it. Yeah, Lucas is also confirming that I said it. So we'll just assume that extra one totally counts. So. Sometimes I'll probably say it and not even notice it. So please keep me. Yeah, I heard you say it. You cannot hide from me, Mark. Oh my goodness. And SFAM Studios dropping all the emojis to try and make me feel better about the situation. Thank you, SFAM Studios. Appreciate you. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, it's just funny when it happens. I'd love to see how you could use all those trans pink dino spines from the Bevel set. Such a COOL piece. Yeah, you guys are all trying to use that word now. I see what you're doing. Yeah, the Belleville pieces are amazing, so I will be using them in MOCs soon. I'm actually probably going to have Belleville as one of the categories for an upcoming poll on what should be another 12-hour build. I think it'll be competing with other slightly more feminine themes like elves and probably friends too, because I have a really fun idea for a friends MOC I want to try out at some point. So keep an eye out for that at some point. I'd say another week or two we'll see that poll drop. All right, well, now this is pretty tedious stuff. We're basically just gonna tile off the rest as we can, efficiently and nicely. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too fancy. Just simple. There we go. Put one of those there. A few more tiles down for good measure. I've got some more of unfortunately, I've got some more of these Nexo-shaped tiles, these Nexagons, these Pentagon pieces. And I could probably use them in there somewhere, or do I save them for an Ice Planet vehicle because they work pretty well for those? We'll see. I'll leave them there for now. If there's a perfect situation for them down the road, maybe I'll plunk them in there. So. Yep, and there's 4 of them, so yeah, they might work better for vehicle stuff. Well, I've got a lot of comments. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. Everyone who's tuned in. Let me read a few more comments here. All right, good night, everyone. When you get there, take care, Bubble Bricks. Have a good evening. I sent in an Exaforce MOC that you... And that week you had an Exaforce set on the table. Would have been hilarious if you had shown mine that week. I saw the Exaforce MOC, Nathan. Yes, I'm trying to catch up on the previous... older emails first, but yeah, I'm excited to be able to talk about some Exaforce in that video series soon because it's one of my favorite themes too. And I had, yeah, like I said, I had one of the sets on the table. So we'll get there eventually, and when that happens, I'll see if I can pull out some one of the special builds for sure. Because I got a whole shelf of Exoforce over there. Richard, no way those clear chrome parts aren't chipped and clearish white now. That's how a number of mine are, but I do have a couple nicer chrome pieces too. I might have to do a little post for members about some of my all chrome minifigures I have over there, because they're pretty great. Not gonna say it. You can't fool me that time. I got away from it that time. Alright. I'd love some more 2x4s or 2x2s. Those are really useful. It's been confirmed the USS Enterprise is coming in the US this summer. Interesting. I'd love that set. I'm a big Star Trek fan. I think I'm a bigger Star Trek fan than Star Wars, which is not everyone's situation, I'm sure, but that's for me. Let's see. Would love to see someone copperplate some Lego parts. Electroplating plastic is something I've seen more and more recently. I know some people who can chrome pieces for you. I know I have a contact that was able to help me on a couple bricks. So Lorem Ipsum is here. Good to see Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum would probably know how to electroplate or chrome pieces. Lorem's got some crazy customs going on. So. Nothing was free. Lego gave us nothing for the movie. Oh. Well, there are DC sets. Maybe not specifically for the movie yet. Hopefully at some point. So I know the Superman minifigure is like $5 online. So if you need a Superman, it's not that hard to track one down. But that's strange. There isn't even a single tie-in set. So, considering it does seem like it's a pretty big movie. I think it did make a lot of money. So. Yeah, I am going to watch it because I'm also a big Superman fan. I have pretty low expectations. I like to watch a lot of movie reviews on YouTube, like Jeremy Johns, Dan Merle, Chris Stuckman, a few of them. And they were kind of like, oh, I liked some parts of it, but I didn't like some parts of it. So they were kind of mixed results on Superman. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go watch it, have a good time, low expectations. Make my own judgment. I'll probably enjoy it. I can turn my brain off for a movie, no problem. So doesn't have to be perfect for me. So I think just getting a Superman movie is a big win because we haven't seen him in so long. So here we go. Nice. Well, this first plate is almost done. That's a good bit of progress. I feel good about that. Let's see if we have one more 1x2 or similar tile. There we go. That'll work. Sweet. Do we want one more right there? Will that work? Sure, we'll do that. All right, let me show you guys what we got so far in better lighting because it's a little less bright. But yeah, a lot of texture. You got the tracks coming in right here, and then it's pretty much just kind of scattered tiles throughout the rest of it, where you can see a lot of footprints happening. So a lot of Ice Planet figures walking to and fro on the snow. Yeah, good texture. It'll be interesting to see how many more tiles I can get together to do the rest of these. Here, let me show you guys what we got. We probably won't get all these done tonight because it'll just take too long to track down all those tiles. But that's what we're looking at right now. I need to snap down some of those plates too. That one there's a little sticking up. But yeah, we can start the next one now. And the next one doesn't have to have any tie-in because this is the only one that's supposed to tie in specifically to a landscape piece like this. The rest of them can just pretty much be whatever looks good on top. So less specific, which we'll do. Put that up real quick. And what are we doing on time? It's 8 p.m. Eastern. We still got plenty of time, about an hour and 15 minutes. Not quite halfway through the stream. Condition is definitely a factor in buying chrome parts. Typically I buy chrome parts in great to perfect condition, kind of pricey, but like I said, love chrome. Haha, oh shiny. I have a little bit of chrome pieces that are in good condition too, Richard. Those are fun. So. All right, we got a bunch of comments. I'm gonna speed read. Remember to like the video, folks. Absolutely, Andrew. Thank you. Lauren Ipsis says, Mark, what is that TNG to the left of the screen? You're right, with pips in it. Oh, this thing. This is a Xpod pod piece. So look up Xpod. It's a tiny little sub theme that it was very short-lived, early 2000s. Basically had a little model in a little container, and that's the container piece that doesn't have the lid piece. So they made one that was really weird that was trans neon green. So yeah, worth checking out. Lauren Ipsum. Nathan says, I got those transparent orange squished hexagonal pieces for the next night. For the Nexonites, now really want to make a Stegosaurus robot? That would be pretty fun, Nathan. Luca Parsons says, I say save them, bring back Nexonites. No, Nexonites, get rid of Nexonites. Burn them all. Loot is here. Olo, good to see you, Loot. Thanks for tuning in. Save the white shields. Yeah, we're saving those for a vehicle, I think, Tim. That's probably the good call. What do you think of the new castle set of Creator coming out? I'm going to get at least one, Tim. I'm really excited about the shields. There's a couple pieces in the set that are good, too. Like, there's an inverted 2x2 slope with one stud space on the bottom. Very useful in light bluish gray. Don't think we've really seen it that often in sets before, so very good. No rush on any MOCs. I send in for review. Oh, hey, I'll get to them eventually, Nathan. No worries. Kevlar Vest is here. Sweet. Glad I caught this again. Absolutely, Kevlar Vest. Thank you for tuning in. There you go, Mark. You can do it. Star Trek is greater than Star Wars. Hey, Jennifer, we agree. I mean, Star Wars is great, too. There's a lot of great stuff in Star Wars. But I grew up with Star Trek. I'm very nostalgic for it, so it means a lot to me. And it'd be amazing to see it in Lego. So, have an official Star Trek Lego set? Sign me up. Lucas says, I think it's great. Love the horse, knight, and snakes. Yeah, the new castle set coming up is a must-buy for me, for sure. Even though I have a tight budget these days. The knights look great. Yes, Lucas. Do you and Steven have LM trading cards? Lots of LMs were passing them out at Brick Rodeo last weekend. Me and Steven do have a couple. Probably packed away in the closet. We don't really bring them to shows anymore. A few people would maybe want one. But we just, if you want us to sign something, we'd be happy to. We'd rather do a selfie. It's way easier. Just pull out your phone, little selfie. Easy. So, but we did have, we actually, I won't say we started that trend, but we were very early on that trend back in the day. So it's like, it seems old hat to us at this point. Like, we've been there, done that. So I'm glad all the season 5 and all of them are having a great time, though. Thumbs down on James Gunn. Yeah, James Gunn is a controversial figure, Tim. No worries there. I'm currently in the process of organizing and selling most of the old sets. Seeing this is really making me debate selling my Ice Planet ones, though. Hey, Ice Planet's pretty awesome, Kevlar Vest. I'm sure you'll get a good price for them if you do decide to sell them, but if you don't, I would totally understand. Saving a couple that you like would make sense. I don't think they're going to get any cheaper anytime soon, so it wouldn't hurt to sit on them. So, Ethan Phillips is here. W Lego content. Oh, thanks, Ethan. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, Ethan. Should have kept Henry Cavill. I agree, Tim. But I think that situation had deteriorated to the point that Henry was probably not interested in messing around with all those Warner Brothers executives. So probably better to start fresh. I want to see Henry Cavill in a Warhammer TV show. Oh gosh, the brightness got too bright. I want to see Henry Cavill in a Warhammer TV show because he is the biggest Warhammer nerd. That'd be amazing. I want Amazon to spend all the billions of dollars on it and it to be just this crazy epic TV show. They did a tiny animation test for what's it called? Secret Level, which is like a tiny little video game based show that is on Amazon if you want to watch it. And the Space Marines looked amazing in that little, it was like a 10-minute, not even, short film, basically. And that'd be epic to see Henry Cavill in something like that. Oh my goodness, it'd be amazing. I'm just grateful to have a non-Cavill Superman. Well, yeah, I think more Superman versions is a good thing. I think it's exciting to see a fresh take on it. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. Like I said, I have pretty low expectations for it, so fingers crossed that it's decent. So. Yeah, and it's another big superhero movie to watch besides Marvel. I'm a little bit over Marveled at this point. I'm ready to watch something from a different story at this point. After Thanos, I'm like, okay, I think I've had enough Marvel for a little bit. We'll see. What is your favorite set released this summer? Well, some of them haven't been released yet, SRAM Studio. I'm looking forward to that Crater Castle, but I did like some of the Bricklink Designer Program sets that have come out, so I got a couple of those. The Siege Workshop looks pretty sweet, which is up there. I don't know if I'm going to build anytime soon, but maybe eventually for a live stream or something, that'd be pretty fun. Yeah, looking forward to the Creator Castle. I think that's going to be my favorite one. So. Henry was an awesome Superman. Hard to see anyone like that as a character now. Kind of like Heath Ledger in the Joker. Yeah, exactly. If you have like one actor do a legendary performance of a kind of iconic character, it can kind of make all other attempts just a little bit more tricky for the actors who have to try and follow up to that, right? So I can understand that situation. That must be difficult. It's 12 noon here in New Zealand. Hey, that sounds like a pretty good time. There we go, over lunch. So, yeah, it is a little after 8 p.m. here, Eastern time. So, very different time zones. Most Marvel seems formulated these days. Batman always had a level of darkness that was unmatched. Batman versus Predator blew my mind. One day I'll make a mock and finish it. I need to watch that, Andrew. I have not seen that. There's definitely some Batman stuff I haven't seen. I haven't even seen The Batman. That came out a couple years ago, but I remember people saying they enjoyed it. So there's a number of... I don't like Batman. The few Batman movies I've seen I've enjoyed. Yeah, but definitely need to catch up on a few of those. Chrome Vader says, ooh, Ice Planet, the best color scheme of any LEGO theme. Agreed on that, Chrome Vader. The orange and blue complement each other so well. Right now we're dealing with neither of those. We're just putting down tile pieces. Very tedious and mundane, but we're somehow making it interesting enough to watch for people, I think. So we had some crazy shenanigans earlier, though, when I was accidentally saying the word COOL, which is a thing we do for Ice Planet videos. But doing better now. We've gotten into the swing of things a little bit, and I'm trying to keep myself from saying that word that is a very common part of my dialect. We've done better so far. Anyone know what the first ever LEGO mech was? Oh, I should know this, Okai. It's gotta be like a classic space, like a old space set. There was, if I remember correctly, was it Rock Raiders is pretty early too with the Granite Grinder, but I think it's RoboForce. It's gotta be RoboForce. Creator Haunted House, yes, that's gonna be a good one too. Lorem Ipsum, Creator Haunted House, an affordable version of the old, super expensive Haunted House. What a brilliant idea! Remaking a set that was super popular and is now like $700 on eBay. You're literally printing money, LEGO. You figured it out. We are so glad Crypto's in the new Superman movie. That is a good, a new addition, SFAM Studios for sure. Excited about Crypto. He looks very cute from the trailers. So. Kevlar Vest says, same on Marvel. Burnout, last thing I saw was the snap. I didn't even bother watching part 2. Oh no! Well, the finale was a good movie, Kevlar Vest. It was very sad at times, but I enjoyed the entirety of the Infinity arc. And then after that, I've watched most of them. I've seen them, but it just hasn't quite hit me the same since Tony Stark died. I think, unfortunately, Marvel did such a great job during their story that the follow-up just sometimes doesn't quite live up to it. So it's interesting. They've all still made money, but they're just maybe not quite as compelling as they used to be. I don't know. Maybe that, or I'm just old and grumpy. Grumpy's not here, so I can be old and grumpy too. Our most grumpiest one isn't here tonight, but he's probably busy. So. It's a comic book. Don't think there's a film, but it wouldn't surprise me. Interesting. Reese is here. Good to see you, Reese. Hope you're doing well. Hi, sorry I've missed a few weeks. Been on holiday. What are you building now? P.S. Chrome Vader is right. Exactly. Chrome Vader is definitely right. We are working on some Ice Planet. It's frankly somewhat boring tonight. We're just tiling off these landscapes. We've got a whole stack to do. And we've got a number of white tiles to work with. We're still getting to the bottom of our pieces that we've collected for the stream. But yeah, this is just housekeeping, tidying up, polishing off the build a little bit before we go to another show. Very beginning of August, first weekend in August, we're going to Tampa, which is a healthy drive away. I think it's like 6-7 hours. But we're going to have a great time. It's a increasingly large and more fun show each year, so it should be a good time. And Ice Planet will be on display, so we want it to be as blindingly bright as it is on the camera. Sorry if you guys are getting, flashed every now and then. But yeah, we're looking forward to Tampa. It should be fun. I know a number of our friends are going to be there, like Grumpy J, so lots of people to catch up with. James Gunn got rid of Gal, Ben, and Henry. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow, Tim. I get it. You're doing good, Mark. Oh, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. Thank you. Trying my best. We're just working on some white tiles. Nothing too complicated. Henry the Horse says, Spyrius? Henry. Oh, Henry, you know I want to make Spyrius, right? I've put it in the poll probably 4 or 5 times. It lost to Life on Mars. Yeah, it's been unlucky to try and get that into I want to make a 24-hour Spyrius build. That would be epic, but it has not worked out yet. I think I'm just gonna rig the poll and have it be where it's 3 different options, 4 different options, and they're all Spyrius. Just like you got. It's free will is an illusion type situation. So yeah, we'll make it happen eventually. We need a castle theme. Yes, Will. When they hire me, hopefully they do, Will, so that you can revivify the castle theme, pirates, Galador, all the good stuff that people want to see, Will. Please, let me know if you could hear anything. I'm rooting for you, man. I hope that they get your specific blend of classic and weird into Lego again, because you'll be helping them print money. Unfortunately, I can't stay, but just want to say, been loving the new MOC review series. I'm looking forward to seeing another of your Ice Planet MOCs. Keep up the great work, Mark. Thanks, Tricks Bricks. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Big fan of your channel, too. If you are watching this, go check out Trick Bricks for all your set reviews. And there's some MOC stuff there, too, because they were able to submit a creation to Mark's MOC review. It should be out eventually. Yeah, some amazing pictures are in my email inbox waiting to be shared with the world. I think they've already probably done a video on it. I just need to check the pirate one that they posted not too long ago. So, unfortunately, I would love to watch all the people I'm subscribed to more often, but I can only tune in every now and then because I'm busy. I'm on that grind, right? So, but yes, Tricks Bricks, check them out. So, Castle is literally printing money. Yes. Thank you for telling it like it is, Will. Appreciate you. Okai says, well, not literally. It depends. Chrome Vader says, Tony's character... Oh, we're getting into Marvel stuff now. Chrome Vader says, Tony's character arc was what glued the Infinity Saga together, so when they killed him off, just felt like they should have ended there, at least for a few years. It could start a new story later. Yeah, it's felt like, it's hard to say. It just hasn't quite been the same since then. And I might just be an old grump saying that, but I think a lot of people agree. Don't remind me, for the 700 Haunted House, that was the only Monster Fighter set I missed on the back then, and I'm still determined to have the complete series. Oh, one day, Kevlar Vest, one day. That is a really awesome set, though. I've only seen it. I don't own it. It's great, though. I can understand the desire to get it. One that I want to get one day is the Giant Chess. I don't know if you guys know about this set, but it's came out in, what was it, 2008, 2009? And yeah, it's literally what it is. It's a giant chess set. I think it's a couple base plates, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 4, or it's a gray one. It's big, and yeah, it's expensive though. It's over $1,000. I think $1,500 to $1,700 would be a good price for one. And yeah, I don't have that kind of money right now. I don't have that kind of spending money. So yeah, it'll be a long time before I can afford to track one of those down. I've never even seen one, and I've seen a lot of Lego in my life, but never seen one of those. So one day, when I've made my first $1 million, I'll be sure to acquire one of those. But until that day comes, we'll just have to be patient with what we have. So. Yeah, but if anyone is a Lego fan and maybe doesn't have everything that they need in their collection yet, what is one of those sets that you're missing? What's a White Whale, Halo, Holy Grail of Lego sets that you would want to collect? I like I said, Giant Chess is one of mine. Ice Station Odyssey from Ice Planet would also be pretty high up there for me too, because that's one that I don't have. Yeah, there's some really good sets out there. Maybe do a poll who can pick the next theme. Yeah, we can do a poll. The problem is Spyrus has been in the poll multiple times and has always lost. So I think I'm just gonna make you guys select it as an option. We'll see. We'll find out what works. That's the next poll. Yeah, Spyrus will be just, that's the only option. Then one day, shortly after that, we'll probably do a poll that's Belleville versus Friends versus Elves. I don't have enough Paradisa pieces to make a Paradisa MOC, I don't think. Otherwise, that would be in there too. But yeah. Belleville is going to be an option because I just want to use all those awesome Mermaid Castle pieces. If you remember, you'll know what I'm talking about because you can watch that video. So. Earliest mech I can think of is 6940 Alien Moonstalker. Interesting. That's probably pretty early. It could be Classic Space that's the first mech, and that's like pretty early on. So. That's a good question though. Okay. I would go into financial ruin if they bring back Castle as a complete theme. You and me both, Lucas. You and me both. We would be struggling to pay our bills, but we'd be happy. We would have so much great Lego to play with. So I think it'd be worth it. Going broke for Lego Castle. A quart, yes. Roya, a quart. I recently acquired something on eBay. Not that one, but a different one of a very similar rare nature. So yeah, I that's another one that I'm looking for too. Roya. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King is my favorite film. That's a good film, Lucas. I like that one too. There were a couple huge chess sets MOCs at Brick Rodeo. The builders tried to play a game on one, but it kind of turned into Wizard's chess, and they had to stop and fix it. Wizard's chess? What is Wizard's chess? Does that just mean like making up rules and having a goofy time? Because that sounds pretty fun. Well, we're kind of, I won't say we're running out of tiles in my bin here, but we're running out of tiles in my bin here. So we might have to actually pause for a second. You get to watch the back of my head as I go dig through some pieces in a minute. Yeah, we'll have more time in the stream, so we'll do that in a second, but I'll let you guys know when that time comes. You can take a break. Castle chess set is worth $3,200 US. Yeah, if it's sealed, oh yeah, $3,000-$4,000, no problem. I'm talking about a used one. You could probably get for maybe below $2,000. Painful to hear. I'd like that medieval chess set. Yeah, Andrew, that's some, you know what I'm talking about. A big, awesome castle chess set. Even if you didn't build a castle chess set, it's like a huge army of pieces. It's amazing. Yeah, let's see. Did I miss any comments? Lorem Ipsum says, next poll, Snap versus Connects versus Spy. And you know what? Snap would win. That's the problem. I don't know why people hate Spyrius so much. There's some people who love it, but everyone else in the poll, I'm sorry, I'm grumpy. It's just I've been thwarted so many times from building that theme. I'm frustrated, but it'll happen eventually, guys. Don't worry. We'll make it work. So. Castle chess set for me too. Yeah, castle chess set's awesome. Tagger. I mean, I'm not confirming anything, but you know, I might have spent a little more than I wanted to. It was actually a really good price. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm still trying to complete my Galador collection. That's another great quest of mine. There are 2 that are super expensive. Actually, 3 technically if you consider the Keck Powerizer, which is a very weird set. I acquired one of those a while ago, back when it was like $60. So it's you can actually still find it for roughly that on eBay, depending on the seller. So yeah, Galador is a weird theme though. I can see why people are not as concerned with that as I am. So that takes a very special type of Lego fan to want to collect Galador. Grail, the haunted house. Yep, I get it, Kevlar Vest. That's a good one. Have most of the ice planets, some Blacktron, the complete rock raiders. Complete rock raiders is actually quite a flex nowadays. Kevlar Vest for sure. Half of Hidden Side and getting into Dreams now. Dreams is great. If you like amazing, I almost said COL. If you like amazing pieces, Dreams is a good set theme to collect. I got all of the first wave. I haven't been able to get out of my way to get the next few waves, but I will probably do so at some point because the first few waves were great for parts too. I didn't keep any of the sets, but I did. I've been building with them for a while now. Wizards just smashes the pieces when they get taken. Oh my goodness. For a big MOC? That'd be terrible. I can't imagine doing that to a, like, if it was the purpose to break it, sure. Like, they used to have a spaceship battle game at Brickworld where they would just break the ships that were defeated, and that was kind of fun. But sometimes, I don't know. I don't like to drop MOCs, so. It's from Harry Potter where the pieces destroy each other. Oh, Wizard's Chest. Yeah, okay, thank you, Nathan. Thanks for the clarification. Roy says, actually, the Chima Collector's set. Most pieces of any set. Really? Now I need to look that up, Will, because I don't even know what that is. Chima Collector's set. Chima Collector's set. Most pieces of any set? What is it more than like the Millennium Falcon UCS? What are we... I'm confused and intrigued now. I'll look it up later if no one has a Bricklink link for me. Ninjago, easy. Who would win a battle between Ninjago and Dreams? I mean, I think you have to watch the shows to find out. Depending on the power levels of the Ninjago characters, they would be tough to beat for sure. I just finished watching... was it season 2 or season 3 of Ninjago? I saw the Overlord get defeated when he was the giant evil dragon in Ninjago City. It was a good storyline, very enjoyable. Because I've been watching a bit of Ninjago on the side. It's great. Yeah. I've seen the first part of the first season of Dreams, and based on that, I would say Ninjago, but it kind of depends on your personal preferences. I remember from the 80s when I was a kid, there was only Space Castle City and Pirates themes, and they were COOL. They were great. Yes, Tim. I remember seeing catalogs that showed that. I was a little bit... I think Adventurers is more my jam when I was a little kid. Can you... Here's a comment from Nathan. Can you hide what the poll results are when voting? Then you could just say Spyrus won. I think most of the poll options that I have access to on like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they're all very public about who's winning. So I can't really make it a surprise for anyone. Let's see. Just make all the options Spyrus also work. Yeah, I think it's going to be the latter, Nathan, where all the options are Spyrus. And it'll just be funny. I'll do it one time. I might even make a joke like Major Kartovsky hacked the system so that it's only Spyrus, you know. The chess pieces were fragile and they just broke getting moved around, but it was the builders, so they put it back together. Oh, okay, that's good. It's not in Bricklink. There were 2 of them made total? Okay, Will, if you have any information on this, I'd love to hear it when you have time, when it's convenient. But that's really crazy. Is it something Duck Bricks has? Because I feel like he would also enjoy this. Chima Collector Set. 2 total sets. That's just insane. All right. We have, let me see if we can actually see it here. The lighting is just terrible right there. Yeah, there's a view. Let's look at this. It's a little better. We got most of this one plate tiled off. We still need to get, first we need to snap down these plates, first of all. Then we need to just tile off this little corner, and this will be good. And this will work for a variety of situations. We can put an ice crystal on top of this. We can put Yetis walking around. We can put Ice Planet figures. Anything we want will work on this surface. So it's very utilitarian, can be swapped out with other surfaces. It'll be great. Just need to find a few. Actually, there's a few more in front of us here that I can use. Let me show you right here. These pieces from the Roman temple not too long ago. We can fill out just a little bit more before we have to stop and dig for pieces for 10 minutes. So here's a Chima set Reddit link. It's not on Bricklink. Nice. If you sent that to my phone, I'll check it out in a minute, Will, for sure. Thank you. Ninjago would win. Ninjago would probably win based on what I've seen. But yeah, the Viking Village is great, and at that price, it's a serious parts pack. Yeah, I got a Viking Village, and I immediately took it apart for pieces. Andrew, that's probably the best deal for pieces of any set currently in production, I would say. That's one of my arguments, especially for useful pieces, not just a mosaic, right? So, Laura Ipson says, absolutely hated Time Cruises when it came out. Now I have everything, including doubles. I get it now. It took Lego changing the fundamentals of Lego for me to understand Time Cruisers. Yeah, Lego Time Cruisers is a odd theme, but I also did not like it when I first saw it back closer to when it actually was made. And now I think it's hilarious. I have a few of them. I don't have all of them. They're great theme though. Give it a second chance. So same, but never got any of them. I chose the Western Indians. Then yeah, if you got Western sets instead of Time Cruisers, that's a good investment, Henry. Western sets are very, very rare and very collectible. They are not easy to find. So sorry, Mark, just testing you. No worries, Tim. That's why we're here. I'd like all the minifigs from Dimensions. Dimensions was good too, Andrew. There were some great license themes, for sure. Dimensions was underrated. Ultimate Battle for Chima, 10,004 pieces. Holy cow. That's insane. What were they doing? They were just... Was it like a gift? Like you could only get this by winning a contest or a raffle or something? What on earth would cause them to do that? That's funny because I've been passing on Western for now. Had it back in the day, but those secondhand prices, yeah. If you are trying to get Western now, it's expensive. It is unfortunate. I briefly... Ooh, too bright. Calm down. I was briefly considering buying a few Western figures to make a Western-themed MOC for the 12-hour build, because I think it would actually be really fun to do that. I think people would be interested in watching that. All the Western figures are super expensive. I think I would have to not use the classic ones and instead have to use like CMFs and stuff if I did do a Western-themed MOC. I have the pieces for everything else. I have lots of tan, lots of reddish-brown colors for the buildings and environments, but yeah, the figures would be difficult to acquire. So. Don't really have a white whale set. There are plenty I love, but I'm mostly interested in MOCs these days. That's a good perspective, Chrome Vader, for sure. Henry the Horse says, yep, thankfully I chose Boulder Village as a birthday gift back then, only missing one TP. Hey, that's pretty good, Henry. I remember having a couple of I think I had Boulder Village as well, and I lost pretty much everything from it. None of that still exists in my collection, which I'm a little bit sad about, but I still have good memories, and that's what matters, so. We're getting a little farther along with the tile selection here. Let's see. We're going to save these smaller ones for later because they're going to be more useful in the small cracks and areas. We are like 10 tiles short on this corner, but we'll try and go search for pieces in a second. Once we catch up with comments here, Lucas says, I wish I could get Dino 2009 sets, but they're expensive, too expensive. Is that Dino Attack or Dino 2009? I think that's Dino Attack, yeah. They're pretty awesome. They're very scary looking, but they're pretty awesome. I got a couple of them, some of the smaller ones. Contest, yeah, interesting. The fact that they made that whole set, though, Will, is crazy. Time Cruises is super underrated. Yeah, Time Cruises is awesome. There's a website. Is it Dream Castle? There's a YouTube channel. I think it's a YouTube channel that has a link to a website that's all Time Cruisers related. And I think R.R. Slugger has touched on this before too. But Dream Castle, I think, is the channel that really goes into more detail. There's a whole Time Cruisers fan website. Really fun, really cool, worth visiting for sure. I'm too young, man. Missed it all the great themes except Nexonites. Lucas, I think you grew up with a terrible theme if you grew up with Nexonites. No, thankfully, you can collect some sets. Castle's a lot easier to collect now than it was even like 5-10 years ago. So you're in a good era of Lego still, Lucas. But yeah, there's been some great stuff in the past too. Excuse me. The Gatorade went right to my esophagus. You can make an immense Western MOC without the need for extensive minifigs. Build it and they shall come. There you go. Yeah, just make a huge canyon scene and then have a few cactuses and say, yep, it's a Western MOC. It's before anyone was here. Nobody is in this particular valley at this particular scene. It's just a Western scene. I could do that. That'd be funny. Nathan says, my white whale set is probably the UCS Venator. Okay. But it's so far out of budget for me that I've just accepted that it will never get it. Nathan, well, at least the UCS Venator is like relatively new, right? You can acquire that at some point in the near future, probably not too difficult. So some of these white whale sets we're talking about are like, you'll probably never see them. So that's a good white whale set to be looking for one day. So Lorem Ipsum says, haha, that video was hilarious. I know what you're talking about. If I think Lorem Ipsum would be the one to know what I'm talking about. It's like a Dream Castle, the cool music videos. They had a link to their website that was all Time Cruisers theme. It's crazy. So. Alright, Crumbvader says, my brother has the OG Django Slave 1 set from when it was new. The Django fig in it is worth like $300. He jokes about it being his retirement policy. That's a great set, Crumbvader. And I'm glad they made several new Django Fett Slave 1s too. Those are some great sets. Fabuland also was an old theme too. Yeah, Fabuland. I see people doing MOCs for Fabuland a lot. It's pretty good. The figures are still relatively accessible because they made a lot of them. All right, no more excuses. We gotta start digging for pieces. So you're gonna see the back of my head for a second as we dig for tiles here. So give me a second, and you might be able to hear me. Might not. Maybe I can kind of turn the mic towards me as I'm digging. You'll just hear pieces. Yeah. Give me a second. Hey, how you doing, everyone? So it's come to this. Yeah, we still have like 45 minutes left, so I gotta dig for pieces. Yeah. That's the thing about color sorted pieces. You never know what you got until you dig through every inch of your collection. I'm gonna try to make this as interesting to watch as possible, because digging through Lego is, I think, somewhat tedious. Do you like digging through Lego? I don't know. Some people probably find it relaxing. I like building. Finding pieces is less exciting. There's a couple tiles in here. Nothing crazy. Some 1x4s. 1x3. Useful. Good. This would have been useful earlier. Can I read comments from here? I can. No, the one with the yellow base and the green T-Rex and all that. Yellow base, green T-Rex? Oh! Was that 2009? I thought it was 2012. Maybe it was 2009. Yeah, Dino. The ones with the actually good dinosaur pieces that are still being used today, right? I know what you're talking about, Lucas. Those are good. I don't think I had any of those, but I did get some of the first Jurassic World sets back in the day. Those were pretty good. Steven has been buying a lot of dinosaurs lately for a very secret project that we'll be hopefully covering on a video at some point soon. Once he gets more progress done. I don't know if you guys can hear me back here. Hopefully you can. A little bit. Let's see. Yeah, you should be able to. It's tedious for sure. What is your favorite minifigure series? D&D. D&D CMFs. They're all Fantasy Castle. They look amazing. They're the best. I do like the space CMFs too. They're good too. There's a 2x4 tile. Yeah. Yep, this is why I'm probably going to have to buy some more tile pieces, because we are starting to run out, and they get a little harder to find, more scarce. So we'll be placing a couple Bricklink or Lego orders for more white tiles. Coming up here soon, probably, once we get a little bit... Once we're really sure we've gotten them all out of here. Yeah, there's a few. There we go. Well, we'll take what we got here and finish this landscape chunk. And then we'll be good to... yeah, good to start on the next one. We'll be digging for pieces for the next one for sure. For a minute, yes, but then you end up running around the house trying to find one little piece for hours. Yeah, exactly. For a short period of time, it's not bad, Henry. I get you. Where was I? Uh-oh, do we have enough to cover this section? We should. We'll see. Nope, let's pull it back. There you go. Alright. And one more right there would look good too. There you go. 1x2 right there. Fantastic. Put that there. Great. Any 1x3? Yeah, there's a 1x3 area. 1x3 area. Fantastic. So this whole chunk has now been tiled off to my satisfaction. Plenty of spaces for minifigures, details, and stuff to be attached later, but it's more smooth and decorated than it used to be. Just plain plates is not enough. It's too study. So we'll continue to try and tile off this space as we can. One chunk is better than no chunks. I do. The sound is awesome. There you go, Tim. That works. The worst is when you know you have a certain type of part, but you can't remember which bin or drawer you threw it in months ago. That is true, Chrome Vader. Yeah, I usually have a pretty good grasp of what pieces are to be found and can track them down, but sometimes it takes a while. So. Digging is therapeutic. I sort my parts autistic style. Is by color sorting autistic style? That might be the way to go. D&D series is 10 out of 10. Absolutely, Raphael. Absolutely. They'd have a gold mine if they made a castle CMF. Yeah, if they made more... D&D was basically a fantasy castle CMF, but if they did more of that, I think they'd be doing great. So, Lorem Ipsum said, you ever see that ghost video on YouTube where the brothers could hear someone digging in their Lego bin and it turns out it was a ghost? I haven't seen that, Lorem Ipsum, but that's hilarious. So, Gloria Erickson says, love that amazing t-shirt. Oh yes, thanks, Gloria Erickson. Appreciate it. So, on that note, this is a t-shirt that I made recently, and it features the glorious energy crystal piece from Lego. So it's an illustration that I made, which looks very detailed, and that can be found on my website, and there's a link in the description if you want to go check it out. They are for sale. So basically $20 for most sizes. So still working on getting more designs put up too. I have a few more done, just need to get them on the website. So this one's up now. Figured I'd wear the shirt and have fun. So shout out to my website, markofallworth.com. Kevlar Vest says, I know the game wasn't that great, but am I the only one who still plays Lego Worlds? You might be the only one who still plays it, Kevlar, but I did play it quite a bit. I did like this that game a lot. You could do a lot of fun characters you could play as. If multiplayer was better, I think it would have done better. So I think once Lego got a deal with Minecraft, that game was kind of doomed to not be updated. I need to order tiles too, so I can someday finish my Black Dragon Black/Dragon Knights castle and send you pictures. Yes, Henry, that'd be amazing. Let's see. Andrew says, get a pie box. I'll send you some white tiles. Hey, there you go. a P.O. box. I'll have to set one up eventually, Andrew. Malister has arrived. The Blue Coat General has arrived. Good to see you, Malister. Chrome Vader says, Malister's here, everyone behave. I think Malister encourages craziness sometimes. How is everyone this lovely evening? Henry the Horse, Gloria Erickson, Chrome Vader, and all others. We're doing pretty good, Malister. Thank you for checking in on us. It's been a fun yet tedious stream, depending on your perspective, because the building that we've gotten done is pretty simple. Let me show you. We have literally just been putting down white tiles for the past hour and a half. Nothing but white tiles. There was only a little bit of pattern on the first one with some tire tracks going through it, but everything else has just been white tiles. And we've used up most of what I had collected at the start of the stream to use. We got a few left in there, not too many. So now we're just gonna have to dig through pieces for a while. And it's a lot less interesting when I do that, I think. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting the last 30 minutes of the stream. So, But yeah, we'll keep working on it for a little bit longer, get some more progress, chat with a few more people, and then we'll call it a night around 9:15. So Nathan says, I've got to go. Good luck. Take care, Nathan. Thank you for tuning in. I'm looking forward to talking about your Exoforce MOC on a Mark's MOC review at some point soon. Watching Mark create is always solid. There you go, Malister. Appreciate it. Congratulations in your battle of the 12 hours. Good fight. Yes, that was Lord Malister beat General Grumpton very, very soundly on that battle. It was pretty good. I, for one, would love to see more D&D sets and CMFs, some Goliaths, elves, etc. Yeah, we need more Lego elves, for sure. Because they've made some great ones in the past, but they're hard to get now. Let's get some more elves. Agreed, Malister. It was a foregone conclusion. General Grump is really an amateur tactician who assaults a fortified position like that. I know, it was pretty crazy of him. A little overly brave, perhaps. You drew that? I thought it was a photo. Great job. That's a great t-shirt, Mark. Oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Only issue I had with the Blue Coat video is my title is actually Field Marshal. Field Marshal. Yes, we'll go with that next time, Malister. We've had a good chat, though. Yes, it's been a lively discussion, for sure. Everyone who has come by has been really nice. Chatted with a bunch of friends. Lots of crazy revelations, discussions. Talked about TV shows, movies, Marvel. A lot of people are going to watch the Superman movie tonight, which makes sense because I think it's coming out like this weekend. So if you're not watching it on Saturday or Sunday, tonight's one of the days you would watch it. I'm hoping to watch it soon, but tomorrow I'm going to be driving and spending time in a different town in Forsyth, Georgia for a Lego event there. It should be pretty fun. So at Brick Brigade, which is a little store in Forsyth, Georgia that sells Lego. So my first time being there, and it just happens to coincide with their Bricker Builds extravaganza that they're doing, so it'll be a fun time. Looking forward to that. But we need a lot more white tiles if we're going to do that. That one's pretty gnarly. I don't know if I want to use that one. We'll see. Did you see how the Blue Coats got ambushed in a mock review? Yeah, Henry's seen the Blue Coats are not doing so great. So Henry's got to get on that. The Blue Coats are always supposed to win, Henry. Obviously, a nonsense mock that would never happen. Blue Coats have the alert feat and cannot be surprised. Chrome Vader says, hey, Mark forward. If you say coop and all together really fast, it sounds awesome. Oh, no. We're not saying that. That's a combination of words that sounds like COOL. We're not going to go there. They jailed so many pirates they got drunk and arrogant. What is your favorite Ninjago set? SFAM Studios. It's probably got to be the first Ninjago City building. That one's just really great. Ninjago City Markets is good too. So yeah, there's a number of great Ninjago City builds that really speak to me now that I've seen some more of it, the Ninjago TV show. But yeah. Mouser, can I join your ranks, sir? Would love to fight the good fight. I mean, if you're a blue coat, you just gotta declare it, I think. You don't have to join anything. So, and of course, never happens. We are a disciplined force, not amateurs like the red coats. Obviously a false flag. If blue is a color, consider yourself enlisted. Exactly. Mouser has declared you enlisted. Red coats can be seen too easily. Yeah, they're basically just wearing a big target on their shirt when they wear red. So. You have my sword, sir. I wear blue proudly. There you go, Lucas. All right, well, we're going to go back to Mark digging through Lego stream. Here we go. Do I have an extra bin over here? I do. Hold on, everyone. There you go. So this is the part of the show where Mark looks for pieces for the next 10 minutes to be able to build some more on the MOC. So we'll start that now. There's a tile. It's got some dirt on it, though. There you go. Yeah, this is boring. Sorry, folks. Oh, I was hearing a rumbling sound. It's my mini fridge over there complaining. There's a tile. There we go. Yeah, so some of the questions we had from the chat earlier was White Whale Lego set. If there's a Lego set that you really don't have in your collection, but you really want to get one day, but really can't afford or just can't find it right now. Mine is probably Giant Chess, along with some of the Galador sets. And a number of other things. I want to collect Lego Elves. I want all the Lego Elf sets. I have a couple Lego Elf sets, but not all of them. I got some of the hard to find ones though, so that's good. A lot of other people said they want the giant chess set too, so I'm not alone, and that's why it's so expensive. I think a lot of people wish they had it. Someone said, I think it was Nathan, said the UCS Venator, which is a good set. That one's actually relatively easy to acquire because it's still retail right now, so Nathan's able to pool some funds together in the next couple of years, he should be able to get it. So. Yeah, the best time to get a Lego set is when it's either retail or on sale. Retail is easy enough, but on sale is much less easy. Yeah, once it retires, it tends to get more expensive, but it kind of depends on the set and the theme. Like some sets, they'll actually get a little bit cheaper, like they go on sale and they clearance them out, but then sometimes they go up right away. It depends on how, I almost said COOL, how great they are. This is good ASMR, rummaging through all those pieces. Hey, we'll call it ASMR. We'll put that in the title next time. Is my talking distracting the ASMR vibes of this video? Man, I'm not finding tiles in these particular bins of white pieces either. There's like no tiles in here. We'll scrounge what we have and then wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the right window, you see the Lego Master reenacting Lego Masters by digging through parts and building something COL. Oh my goodness. Tom Vader getting creative with the comment section. There's another tile. Yay! See how slow this is? I've been digging for like a minute, right? I just need to order more tile pieces at this point. Oh well, this is all we could do tonight, though. Just dig for tiles. There's another one. There's some more. There's a few more. These are on bricks, so that's at least interesting to look at me disassembling stuff. So here we go. So these are pieces from the Roman-style temple I made not too long ago. We'll take these off and apply them to the build real quick. Keep on hating redcoats by throwing tea in bodies of water and you go far in this army. Exactly, Monster. Is purple coats a thing? Is that Prince? Yeah, that would be the Prince army. But they did make some custom printed green coats for a while. And that'd be fun to have those figures. They never made them, I don't think, but you could custom make them. I think Lorem Ipsum would be the guy to ask about those. He could probably make you some. Andrew Riley, that is an abomination, must be burned like Nexo. Okay, we won't talk about purple coats anymore. Those tiles got removed very quickly, so we're back to looking for tiles, I guess. Or I could just apply these really quick. I might do that. What is this from? I don't think that sticker is of any particular value to me, so I'll probably remove it. It's not Exoforce or anything. Tim dropping all the emojis. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Lego Key is here. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Doing good, Lego Key. Thank you for stopping by. We are getting down to the last few white tile pieces in my collection. And it's becoming more tedious to find them and put them on the landscape that I'm building here. So it's a little slower going than I like for my live streams, but that's okay. We're still having a good time, good chat. We've already accomplished a lot today. We've covered a couple of these larger plate sections already. So this is all just bonus. So we'll be going for a few more minutes till about 9:15, another 20 minutes or so. Grumpy J missed it on a COOL chat. Yep. Tim trying to get me one more time. Yep. Grumpy J wasn't here tonight, but that's okay. I would... It's always kind of amazing to me how he's able to make basically every stream, but I think he must have been busy tonight, and that's okay. We're not going to hold it against him. Sometimes there are white tiles in the picker brick walls. Yes, I don't think they're that expensive. Particular sizes aren't too pricey, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to find some more when I am ready to purchase some here. And that should probably be relatively soon. It may be some time before the cowardly grump shows his face after his defeat. Oh, that's one way of looking at it for sure. It may be some time. How long is the live stream? It's usually for about 2 hours, Lego Key. So we've been going for quite a while at this point. I would say about an hour and 45 minutes roughly. So we started at a little bit after 7. So Roaming Lego is here. Good to see you, Roaming Lego. Love the Mark of Falworth emoji down there. Fantastic. Lucas is a die-hard blue coat tonight. That's fantastic. So, Roaming Lego says, all those white bricks looks like it's a wave pool. I mean, yeah, kind of. You should see what's behind me here. We got, I'll be digging in a second, you'll see. So, yeah, we've been pausing intermittently to get more pieces to build more. It's slowing us down a little bit. But that's okay. It's going to happen eventually. So, here we go. We'll save those little bitty tiles for later. There you go. These two are a little too beat up to use for various reasons. That one can be cleaned. That one might need to be de-yellowed at some point. But yeah, we'll be back to digging for pieces in a moment here. Raphael says, it's funny to think that I should be sorting my bricks too, but I'm too tired to do it, but I'm here digging for you. Exactly. Digging, you do it. Oh, okay, yes. If you're too tired to sort, but you still want to be thinking about Lego, this is a good way to do it, Raphael. Appreciate you. I ordered some metallic silver pieces for a MOC I'm planning. It's a secret for the moment, though. Got to work on the tedious shaping. Interesting, Chrome Vader. If it's metallic silver, I'm excited to see what it ends up being. Raphael, just trying to get me to say the word COOL. It's not going to happen if I can help it. Alrighty, let's get back to the just chatting camera. So here's some of our white pieces. I got more over there, too. And I've got even more... Where's another white bin? I had another white bin somewhere. Yeah, there's more white pieces all around, so we'll go digging through some more pieces soon. But let me take a sip of Gatorade. You gotta stay hydrated when you're building Lego. It's a very serious thing. Alright, we'll keep looking through these pieces for a minute. Eventually, though, we may switch gears and look through a different area. Different pieces. There's a few more white tiles in here we can pull out, though. This is the kind of building I usually do off camera. Yeah, not all MOC building is super glamorous. It's just kind of just digging through bins. It is what it is. The first half of the stream was pretty exciting when I had lots of tiles on hand. That worked out well. Ooh. So this is just a fun find. We got a Lego Friends Airlines printed piece there. I kind of like that. Make a Lego Friends plane. A few more white pieces in here. Nothing too crazy. There's a few more. Yeah, so as I'm building Ice Planet, I'm considering if I want to try to build the last few goals that I had for this build. First of all, it's the mountains in the background. That shouldn't be that hard because that's using colors that I have, like teal, blue, white, slopes, and bricks, which I still have plenty of. The other things are, I wanted to make a big rover vehicle, like a rescue vehicle, large scale. And I have the wheels, and I have the windscreen, but not much else together right now. So it would be like, do I have enough pieces? Do I want to finish that? Will I have a space for it in the MOC? There's some questions I need to figure out sooner rather than later. So we'll see. Because I'm pretty happy with the size and scope of the Ice Planet build right now. So maybe it's where it's supposed to be. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to get into more castle stuff in the future, so we might get to a nice stopping point with Ice Planet, and we might switch back to more fantasy castle stuff, because the Dwarves Mine was a lot of fun. And I could really see myself building more castle battles, using a lot more of my huge castle minifigure collection. We've had our fun. We've built all these crazy space and other themes. Now it's time to get back to my favorite theme, right? So. There's a few more tile pieces. Yeah, there's just not a lot of tiles in this brick anymore. If I'm not seeing them right away, they're not in there, so. Alright. We'll probably get out. I have another big white bin that I can dig right here, and instead of being facing the other way from you guys, we still be talking, so. Mark, say this fast and don't think. Not gonna happen, Crumbvader. Appreciate you, though. Worst thing is needing to buy more bins and shelves. That in a way, it's not fun, Henry, but at the same time, I kind of like it when I reorganize and add more storage space, because it tidies it up a little bit, usually. So, yeah, I can see why it's not fun sometimes. You're spending money on not Lego, so. Ice Planet plane, Mark? Well, we did a couple Ice Planet ships, Tim, so I don't know about a full plane. We'll see. The spaceships definitely achieved the aerial stuff we were trying to get done, so that's good. Couple more 1x4 tiles here. There we go. There we go. Nice. A little bit more tiling going on. That's good. When you run out of space, so you buy more space, but you can't because you're out of space to put more space in space. Thankfully, space isn't a word that triggers a orange stud, but yeah. Lego users needs a mountain of space, e.g. a warehouse. Yeah, if you collect and build Lego, if you build MOCs, you'll quickly find yourself running out of space. Even like as much, if not more, than collectors do. So that is very true. Yes, Mark, go full castle. You know you want to. Oh, yeah, we'll be going castle for a number of months after this August. Once August is wrapped up and I've gotten the last few conventions done over the summer, we're going to purge a lot of the 12-hour builds so that I have pieces to work with again. And then we're getting right back to mostly castle. We're basically going to cover every castle faction in a MOC. It's going to be great. So I'm going to have a good time. And I think most of my viewers also enjoy a good Lego castle MOC, so I think it'll be a good time for everyone. So. We got a few more tiles down. We still got 15 minutes to kill, so we're going to keep looking. We might... I think I'm going to do what I was thinking and grab a different white bin to dig through, and that'll at least allow me to face everyone here. I agree, castle is my domain too. I have 4 MOC ideas already for castle, but I can't because it's expensive and I need to do it one at a time. Yeah. One of my problems I have now is I tend to have multiple things going on at the same time, and it just slows down all of them. So focusing on one thing is a great idea, Lucas. Good plan. Okai says, you should get that weird message board set. It's a good white and dark tan parts pack. Interesting. Yeah, like the big, the signage, right? It's got all those curved white tiles. Yeah, that's interesting. I know blue and white take the majority, but I'm definitely excited to see what trans orange elements you implement for the details. Yes, Kevlar, you're a member, so you can actually go back and see a lot of the other Ice Planet vehicles I've been working on. There's going to be some more additions too, because I want to get like a big a satellite tower essentially, so so they can send signals off the planet and such. So there's more to be added to the Ice Planet base soon. So. SFAM Studio says, what Lego theme that hasn't had an advent calendar yet should get one? Castle has had an advent calendar, but it was way back in the day. They could use some more for sure. Has Ninjago gotten an advent calendar? Space would be good too. D&D would be an awesome advent calendar. That'd be fantastic. Monster Fighters advent, but for Halloween and not Christmas. Halloween advent calendar? That'd be funny, Kevlar Vest. Space? Yeah, Space has not. Surprised Ninjago hasn't had an advent calendar yet. Yeah, so that would really make sense if they did have advent calendars for Ninjago, because they've done an employee gift set that was Christmas related for Ninjago at one point. So Ninjago and Christmas it's not mutually exclusive. Interesting. All right, let me go grab a white bin and we'll pick out tiles for the last 15 minutes. But give me 1 second. It's right over there. So I'll be back shortly. Here, we'll leave this truck here to keep you guys company while I'm gone. Let's see. All right. Perhaps we will have better luck with this bin here. And we're just gonna... All you can see should be white pieces and the stud counter down here, so keep an eye out for that. But that's the only thing besides white bricks. Already we found a couple of small whitetails, so that's good. We'll put them in the bin right over here. I should probably raise this camera up a little bit so that it's not so in your face. But it is what it is. Sorry, guys. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Good white tile pieces. See, we're not out of the woods yet. We still got a few more to track down. Truck says 12-hour Nexonites is next. Hey, Lucas, one day I do want to do it just to be funny, just to have a good time. It'll be great. I do have enough of the pieces. I have purchased multiple Nexonite sets over the years. Lots and lots of pieces. A couple of the figures, too. I might have to track down a few more of the basic ones, though. Should have all the original Nexonite figures. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Nice white tile pieces. Much better findings in this bin so far. So. Yeah, a lot of pieces to dig through. So, there's some good ones. Now this is more like ASMR because you're right by the microphone with this stuff. It's probably deafening for you guys. Sorry. That is insane, Mark. Bins that big, all one color, you must be able to find by feel, because whose eyes could make... It's not too bad if you're looking for a specific piece. If you're looking for tiles, it's like that smooth surface is easy to find. What's bad is the colors like black can be a little bit tricky. And that's why the dump tables are good. But yeah, no, this isn't bad at all. White is one of the easier colors to dig through, honestly. So, blue can be a little tricky too. It's a little bit darker. Yeah. $1 Million idea, a CMF line where each fig is a resurrected OG themed character exactly as it existed in the distant past. OG Johnny Thunder, Ogle, Spirius fig, Ice Planet fig, Anubis fig. Yeah, sign me up, Chrome Vader. That'd be amazing. I wish they did that. It might be a while because some of those molds and prints they probably don't have anymore. But they could do it if they wanted to. I'm waiting for them to do the old Cloud City Boba Fett minifigure and just ruin the price on that collectible figure. They'll do it one day, and then everyone's gonna be crying for spending $3 grand on one. Once it's a $5 figure, it'll be hilarious. I love these Ice Planet live streams. Oh, thanks, SFAM Studios. Appreciate you. The show was okay, I'll even admit it, but you got to admit the concept was cool. Futuristic sci-fi knights and monsters? Kind of, Lucas. Kind of. I'm never going to admit it. Next Knights is cool. I'm the biggest Nexo hater you'll find, but the parts were great. I will say that. I still use a lot of pieces in MOCs, all the time that are originally from Nexonites. So that I will always admit. But whether the theme was cool, that's hard to say. I have a nostalgic hate for Nexonites, so apologies, Lucas. I said it. Dang it, Lucas. Yes, you made me say it. Content was COOL. You made me say it. Look at that. Dang nabbit. Dang nabbit, Lucas. Got me to add one more stud. I'm too innocent just reading my comments. Getting bamboozled by my chat. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a little better for looking for tiles. I feel like I can actually communicate with you guys and you can see my face and it's better. So this is a better spot. And I'm finding a lot more tiles already, so that's good. Oh, that's not so good. It's a printed one. It's a little newspaper. What is that? The Lego News, the greatest hero ever. I mean, he just saved a cat. He's not that greatest hero ever. All right. Lloyd is the greatest hero ever. There's some more tiles. That's good. Here's a 1x6. Yeah, Lorem Ipsum was shocked at the size of my bins. This is pretty average for my collection. We've got large and brown, dark tan, regular tan, light gray. Most of the bins, the colors have this kind of large bin to them. So, did I say it twice, Raphael? There was another. Oh my goodness, we're so bad on using the word COOL tonight. We have already dropped it twice. Yeah, there you go. So we've said it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Good grief, you guys. That's a lot of white. OMG. Yeah, it's a lot of white pieces for sure. And most of them aren't super useful. Like this Duplo piece. I'm not going to use this anytime soon, but it's interesting. That's why it's here. Yeah, just trying to pull out the tile pieces right now. So we'll keep doing that for a little bit. Next tonight's was a throwaway theme, and at the same time was a secret farewell to trans neon orange. Yep. That it had some good elements for sure, but I also think that it could have been a lot better. I think the potential was insane, but the execution wasn't my favorite. The Brick Twins. Good to see you, Brick Twins. Hope you guys are doing good. Good to see you guys. We are just digging for some white tiles today. Nothing too crazy. Corey. Good to see you, Corey. Hey, Mark. Hope you're doing well. I saw that Brick Fan Expo is doing another convention in Atlanta this year. Do you know if that's the same as Atlanta BrickCon? It's same location, but it's just a smaller show. It's probably going to be a fraction the size of Atlanta BrickCon. But it'll still be a good time, but I think it is going to be a little more geared towards kids. Me and Steven will still be there, as well as some other MOC displayers. But I don't think it's going to be as big as Atlanta BrickCon at all. So, still worth attending if you want to see some builds. I'll have several new ones myself, some castles, so worth stopping by for sure. I totally meant to do that, definitely. Either way, Lucas, you still got me. You bamboozled me. It counts. It's on the scoreboard. Ty should have been the Green Ninja, not Lloyd. I kind of feel that too, Lucas, but I'm not going to make a big argument about it right now. But that Lego Kid, good to see you, that Lego Kid. Hope you're doing well. You were doing so well. I was on a long stretch of not saying the word COOL, and then I accidentally read it. Oh, well. Chrome Vader says, I need Lego to make a one-off chrome white Stormtrooper to pair with my Chrome Vader figure. That'd be amazing. Chrome Vader. A Chrome Silver one? There's an actual Chrome Silver Stormtrooper minifigure. It is a hard-to-find figure, but it's pretty awesome. Fat Daddy Bricks, good to see you, Fat Daddy Bricks. Hope you're doing well. I finally caught a Friday live stream. Yes, you made it. We're only here for another 5-6 minutes, but you made it, Fat Daddy Bricks. This was quite a stream. It's relatively tedious when you think about what we're actually doing, but the chat has been very lively nonetheless. We've had a great time. a lot of accomplishments have been made today. We got a lot of landscaping covered with tiles, which has basically been what we've been trying to do all day. And we've accidentally said the word COOL a couple times, which is something we do on Ice Planet streams. We try not to say that. And then, yeah, just had a great chat with a bunch of friends. A lot of people showed up. So. Did you know that Jay was going to be the Green Ninja? Was it Jay? I thought it was... I would have assumed it was Kai. Interesting. Keep calm and stay COOL. Yeah, nice try, Chrome Vader. I think it's when it's in a long paragraph and it's used to describe something Legos when I get fooled the most. Because if you're gonna like read it out really deliberately in a comment like that, I will probably catch it, Chrome Vader. Oh boy. It never hurts to try though, that's for sure. Here we go. A bunch of good tile pieces. Yeah, we've done a lot better with this bin of pieces finding white tiles, so we're doing good. Finally got the original Boba for 20, which is enough for me too. Yeah, the original Boba Fett minifigure is great too. He looks nice. Luca Parsons says no, it should have been Kai. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Lucas. I agree with Kai. I think it should have been Kai, but it's yeah. Yeah, a big what if. What it could have been. They need to have an alternate reality Ninjago where Kai was the Green Ninja. Or Jay was the Green Ninja. You have said it 7 times? Yep, that looks like it. Good grief. 7 is better than a lot of streams I have done. I've done streams where it was like 10. I think 9 or 10. It was a lot. So, yeah. And what's funny is this is a very front-loaded stream as far as saying the word COOL, because it was like I dropped 2 in like the first 5 minutes. And then just a couple more. You missed at least 1 COOL? Did I miss one? Really, Henry? Are you just messing with me? Are you trying to fool me as I'm tired and my math skills get worse and worse throughout the evening? No, there might have been one that I missed. You never know. I sometimes don't catch it if I accidentally say it. So. I think you did. You got a space element piece in the tub of white mark. I do? Space... Oh, yeah. I got a printed piece here. That's actually kind of neat. Yeah, the print is a little bit scuffed up on the edges. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see it's a little bit frayed, but it's still interesting. Let's see. Kevlar Vest says, I went back to look and you said it 3 times? Just 3 times total? Or 3 times recently? 3 missed times? Are we saying that I've said it 10 times already? Are you guys trying to fool me? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Are you bamboozling me? Eyes. I see what's going on. There we go. Well, a few more tiles for the next landscape piece. I don't know if it's enough to finish another section, though. In that sentence? Did I really? Oh my goodness. I could add a few more if that would make the count more accurate. Whatever. I thought I was doing good with only 7 times. Alrighty. Yeah, the stream is almost over. We might forget. On the right, well, what's your guys' right? This one here? What are we talking about? There's this one that streams. There's an X-Pod lid, like we were talking about earlier. Okai says, thoughts on the Ninjago Legends monstrosity? I was a bit disappointed by the kaiju fight, but otherwise pretty COOL. There it is. Yep. The official COOL counter. We wouldn't do that to you, Marco. Some people are trying. A triple Lucas. Oh, did I say it 3 times with Lucas? Triple with Lucas. So I need to add 2 more? Is that what's happening? Oh my goodness. Anyway, let me Ninjago Legends. I've barely looked at those sets, to be honest. I thought they were pretty nice from just the picture in the magazine. I have not seen them in person. I'm not sure how people will feel about them. I think it's good that there are some Ninjago sets that are really high end, lots of pieces, expensive. But yeah, so I think that's a good direction to go in. Maybe this wasn't the perfect execution of that though. As long as the big high-end sets are actually still a good deal for parts and are an impressive build at the end of the day. I think they can get away with that more in Ninjago than other themes, especially licensed themes, because they're not paying the royalties for the brand, the IP, the intellectual property. So yeah. For Junior's pirate map here. Pretty cursed looking. Alright. Alright. It is a little past 9:15, so time to you put down 2 of 3. 2 of 3, we'll do that. Put one more down to keep the count accurate. There you go. And that makes a whopping 8 times this evening, so unfortunate. But not bad. We've had worse, and especially given how rough a start this was. 45 minutes ago, it's a 2x6 plate. I checked back and he said, COL. Oh, really, Henry? Well, we'll add one more. Dagnabbit. I bet you I did call that, call the Dreamcastle videos COOL, because I think they're COOL. And that's a very appropriate word to call them because, yeah. Alright, we're all caught up on the word COOL now. That will probably wrap it up for us tonight because I'll eventually apply these. I'll go to the chatting so we're not too crowded. I'll eventually apply these little pile of white tiles to another chunk, but that's not even enough to finish another landscape piece. I'm going to have to order some more tiles, and they should arrive in the next 3 weeks, no problem. So we'll keep an eye out for those pieces in the mail. I'm going to place that order probably tomorrow, or no, I'll be gone tomorrow. Probably Monday. And yeah, so thank you everyone for watching this stream of me putter with white tile pieces. It's been a good time regardless. We should be back Sunday for a sorting stream. We'll see. Depends on whether or not I'm busy. I have to catch up on things. But yeah, we'll be back again. Keep an eye out for another D&D video next week. Should be coming out if you're a fan of that series. Should be another shorter episode, but fun nonetheless. And then after that, we'll hopefully see some Spyrus and Belleville Elves or Friends. One of those options winning the poll at some point. So keep an eye out for those polls. Probably dropping out next week. So yeah. All right. Everyone have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.